All right, what up, Saiyans?
What up?
So it's pre-workout time. I already made mines because Gino literally hit me up. Or
Yeah.
they woke up like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, had to hit him with a call.
Yeah.
I slept a little late. Um, woke up and I was
The,
like, ugh.
the no kid life,
Yeah.
no baby life. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Pre-Akame, I was waking up, yeah, probably around 10:30.
Yeah.
10:30. If it was like a real late day, like 11:30 sometimes.
It's one of those joys of life where it's just kind of you don't turn alarm on. You just kind of see
Yep.
where life takes you.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm a night person, so I like staying up late into the night.
I feel like you were because I think that way before Kame, I used to see you in the gym late too, and just you'd be out late. And there was kind of like a couple people who I feel like would be more the
Yeah,
later
like
crew.
around maybe like yeah 8 or 9. Nah, maybe after that, like 9, 10 o'clock sometimes, right?
Yeah, like 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Hold on. When I left at 9 or 10, I'm not sleeping till like 4.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Just chilling, watching anime.
But yeah, pre-Akame,
eating.
that was like the norm. Yeah, staying up to like 2:30, 3:30.
Whew, yeah. I mean, it's like one of those things where I know there are times like in the morning where I kick myself and I'm like, why did I do that? But I'm trying to enjoy all of it now before I probably will never be able to do that again after a kid.
Well, you will. It's just a little different. Yeah. Yeah. But to be honest, back then, waking up like the time, even now, like for us, late is like Akame slept in today and she woke up at like 9 a.m. You know, but that's like sleeping in. You know what I mean?
Sleeping.
Yeah. So like 8, 9 a.m. has become the new norm.
Dang.
But I mean, it is what it is.
No,
You just
that's
gotta
good.
sleep a little bit
Just changes
earlier.
the cycle a bit.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, just gotta change the cycle. And there is something nice about waking up kind of early in the morning,
Oh yeah, for
getting
sure.
stuff done. Like I get why people do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think that anytime I have to wake up early and I'm talking maybe like 6 or something, like if I've ever traveled and my clock just puts me at a time where I'm waking up like to start the day at like 6 in the morning, I feel so great. Like I feel so accomplished. I'm like,
Like getting up is always the hardest part.
yeah. And then I'm up, which can be challenging, but I'm up
Are you a
and
snoozer?
I'm definitely a snoozer.
Oh.
To the point where Shasta wants to strangle me.
Oh, Sandra's a snoozer. Oh my god, he used to drive me crazy.
Oh, I'm a snoozer with like 10 alarms. And so
Oh, you're
I
that
think
guy.
that guy- don't room with me.
Yeah, no.
So like I'll have 10 alarms and then so I'm like, okay, if I don't make the first one and I snooze it, then I have the second alarm that will go off before the snooze button, so it'll remind me to get up. And like just like in my mind it makes sense. And my other half probably wants to strangle me and just like kick me out of bed, like get up. There's been times where she's like, get out of bed. She's like, enough. That's done. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done now.
100% agree, man. Sandra's a snoozer too. Oh, and I'm a light sleeper too, so it doesn't take much to wake me
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But oh yeah.
I'm alive.
And I just wake up, go back to sleep, wake up. Go, oh, I hate that. Yeah. So yeah, what I used to make Sandra do was put her phone on the other side of the room.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get out of bed and get
You
it.
have to get up. Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah. So a lot of successful people, what I read, a lot of them do is a lot of ones that wake up real early, like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
They put their alarm where they have to get up, like on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
And two, also, I think it helps them from not touching their phone like at
Oh,
night
right,
or
right,
whatever,
right.
you know, to shut off, you know, blue light's kind of bad.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And also, they put their clothes, like a lot of people work out first thing in the morning when they
Yeah.
get it, and they put the workout clothes right by their stuff. So boom, wake up, get dressed, start their day kind of thing. And just
Dang.
make everything real simple. Because the easier you make things,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of just like tracking your macros, dieting.
Yeah.
The easier it is, you know, the simpler it is to just stay on routine
Yep.
and build those habits, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not a snoozer, so I don't have to worry about that. Like for
Oh,
me, when
man.
I'm up, and I think that's what kind of bothers me about the snoozers, because it's like After the first alarm, like I have a really hard time going back down again.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm like one of those. Yeah, once I'm up, I'm up, and
I wonder if that has
uh,
anything to do with being a light sleeper because I am a log. Like I pretty sure I would sleep through just about anything.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
So even when Akame and even when like Akaza comes and stuff, like babies, I gotta record it because it's not something like I've ever heard before. Like the newborn sounds that they make when they sleep is like aliens. Like if
Oh
you
really?
did not know there was a baby in your room, you think your room was haunted. Like
Ooh.
it doesn't sound like a baby. They make all these kind of weird like meow, 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 like noises. Like it sounds like something's living in your house, me or something. You know, like they just random noises.
That's wild.
And
Yeah, I guess
yeah,
that
and it
would wake
was
me up
so
too, huh?
hard for me to sleep. So what I had to do is I had to get these headphones. I actually vlogged it, but I got these like sleep headphones,
Oh, okay.
and they actually have like a mask and headphones version. I got
Oh, that's
both of
what's
them.
up.
But yeah, just sleep headphones, throw them on, you're good to go.
Sleep
And I just play
headphones.
like quiet
Oh,
music.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just enough where I can't. It kind of blocks
Yeah.
out, but not enough where she woke up screaming that I would
Right,
sleep
right,
through it.
right.
Yeah, although it might be, I might still,
Yeah.
just cause. But yeah, just super comfy. It's just like these two pads that go right on your
I think I've
ears.
seen stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, that was like a lifesaver for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, not that I wouldn't try it. I just don't know if I'd ever. I mean, then again, I don't have a kid. I just don't think I'd ever need it. I think to me,
No,
I
if
would
you
be
sleep like
worried.
a log, you're fine,
Yeah, I think
dude.
I'd be worried though if I'm
You'd
like,
be more worried about waking up if anything happens.
yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Hopefully nothing happens. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're the person, yeah, that they go and lie down on the couch with their kids and fall asleep on accident. And
yeah.
sometimes, like I just read a story about this guy, like
Oh,
he rode over on, yeah, like that shit's scary,
for
man.
real?
Yeah, but apparently he sleeps like a log too, and he didn't know like he
Oh
was laying on
no.
top of his kid.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean the kid
Well.
was fine and everything,
Oh
but
really?
honestly, that's where I find like like that's where I try to learn the most is off
Yeah.
of honestly Reddit because everyone will post their dumbass mistakes that they do.
Yeah.
Like I read about the saddest thing ever. But I read about a lady left the kid for a minute, 2 minutes just to go use the bathroom real quick. Let the baby like run around their house kind of thing. Like at least they had probably like some places blocked off, but she had some bags hanging from the door and the baby got a hold of the bags and she came back out and the baby strangled themselves on the
Oh.
bag, and she's only gone for like a few minutes. And that's the kind of shit like you don't really think about. You don't think
Yeah.
about like, oh, you hang your bag on the door, oh, this could be a potential like noose or something,
Right.
you know what I mean? And yeah, and reading those kind of stories, like that's like one, I don't want to be like one of those terrified of everything parents.
Right.
But two, I also want to learn from people's mistakes. I don't want to learn the hard way like that.
Yeah.
I want to use their learning as my wisdom.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, like I hate reading shit like that because
It's
it's like
tough.
breaks my heart because
Yeah.
it's like it's not like she was a bad person. It could happen to literally anyone, you know. But I mean, it's a huge learning experience.
Oh yeah, big time.
As sad as that is.
I know that one of my, and I think this is something I didn't realize as I was that age. I know I was in kindergarten or first grade. My teacher he had a son who, I mean, I'm not sure how old he was at the time, maybe 1 or 2. The wife was cooking something on the stove, and I mean, it must have been soup because it must have been boiling. And the kid got up and pulled it down because I remember distinctly him bringing the baby, and the baby was covered in bandages because it was all over the body. And I was 5, 6 at that time, so I didn't really understand. But I just remember my mom had such a like visceral reaction when she saw it, and I was trying to understand what was happening. And then it wasn't until later, and then it's that she explained to me, and I think back on that because she had talked to my teacher and explained that the wife was cooking. I think they had a couple kids, and he was the youngest, and she was just managing, and he like ended up in the kitchen, climbed up, pulled down the pot, got himself, and just so it's scary.
That's
It
a
is-
very
yeah.
common one too, man.
Yeah.
Like Sandra, every time when she cooks, she always makes sure she puts the handles in all the time. Because kids grab anything,
Yeah.
everything. They're reaching for things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just scary, like anything. Like even like we just built our shoe rack up front, and um, we gotta like nail it to our wall. We gotta
Yeah.
secure it to the wall, because the camera is literally gonna grab the handle, rip it down, and guess what's coming down with it?
Oh
The
yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. One of my buddies, I was just at her house. They have like kind of like high top like chairs that you push in for like if you got like a table at a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
They have to put the chairs now, like they have to lay them down. I was like, why are you doing
Pull
that?
it down.
They're like, yeah, because she'll climb up. My friend works from home. Her husband works, he like works out. But she works from home. So one time, and I think this is before she realized how mobile the baby was, she had climbed up on the chair and used that chair to climb up on a bookshelf. And so she was on a call, came back, didn't realize or realized, all of that, how she got up there. And it's like, babies are fast, they're smart, and they can be strong when they need to be,
Yeah.
especially when they get themselves in trouble.
No, yeah. And I think like as far as like those accidents go, like right now, like a Kami's age that 1 to 2 year old range
Yeah.
is probably like the scariest,
Oh, yeah.
as far as like them injuring themselves, yeah.
For sure.
Like I'm guaranteed like the percentage is probably pretty up there
Yeah.
for this age, and it's because they're at that point where they can literally walk, climb, grab things, do everything except fully understand what the hell you're telling them.
Yeah. I think too, just like also like things that they put in their mouths. I think that's always
Yep,
a
she
big,
just put some random thing in
Yeah.
her mouth that she found on the carpet. We didn't
Yeah.
know if it was a feather from the birds or anything.
yeah. Kids
Like
will
she
do
was
stuff
chewing
like that.
on it, and
Like, what is that?
it's like I don't know. And then a lot of times you try to pull it out and it's gone already. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh well.
All right. We're gonna find out.
What are you gonna do? You know?
It's gonna come out.
Yeah, you just do your best to vacuum a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when, because we have carpet and stuff, so we have to vacuum a lot and just, make sure. And then the number one thing I'm always worried about is batteries.
Oh,
That's the number
man.
one. Yeah.
Batteries are so
I'm always
insane.
making sure, and kids love to grab remote controls.
Yeah.
Because they know, it's attached to Miss Rachel, it's attached to
Right,
TV
right.
time, that kind of thing. Kids just love. And so I always make sure, like, especially on the Fire Stick, it's so easy to take the damn
Yep.
backing off, and then, she could like, little baby fingers are strong, man.
Oh.
She could easily rip out the battery. So I'm always, like, making sure that, she doesn't have the controllers. And,
Ooh.
Yeah, we need to get rid of batteries, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
in 2024, like by 2030, like the battery industry should be gone.
Something way
Everything
better
should be
than that.
rechargeable, right?
Yeah. They should have-
Like what are we doing?
It's a weird thing to me when I do purchase batteries because they're such a rarity in my life, and they are for what remote
like
controls
cameras and
or
stuff.
something like that.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, you could make it rechargeable, but people use the cameras hard,
Yeah.
heavy usage,
Yeah.
and but things like Fire Sticks.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, they could
it's
all be
crazy.
recharged. Just make like a thing, and they could set to us where like a charging table kind of thing,
I think that'd be better, but
and everything could be like a charging table. I've seen like full setups, like those smart
Yeah.
houses and stuff. Yeah,
but they probably don't. They want us to buy it so they make money.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Do you remember the batteries that you could test, the Duracell ones, where you would like press on it, and it would show you the charge? Do you remember those from being a kid?
oh, vaguely.
It's a weird memory that I have, and I don't know, when we were kids, and some people might remember these batteries, these Duracell batteries. They're supposed to have like lets you know how much charge
You would
is
get like
in
more
the battery.
green or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and you like press on it, but it's like destroying your fingers because it's like ridiculously hard to press in this battery. And I don't think it worked. I don't think it was real. I just remember doing that, and I was like, this is stupid.
Even like things like car key batteries, like things that take those stupid little dimes.
You know how expensive it is to replace that if you
they're
go
like
in?
nickels,
Yeah.
like nickel-sized batteries.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And those are the most
expensive.
dangerous ones
Yeah.
for the kids too, man.
Oh yeah, I saw a really sad story
Yeah,
about
I
a
mean,
kid.
not that they really get out of hand, but like for the car keys and stuff, like, why?
Oh,
Why?
they gotta figure something out.
Yeah, car keys, controls. Yeah, those are the two that need to go
Get them
as far as batteries go.
you get. I mean, there
And
has
it's
to be
always a
some way
bitch
to like
change too,
yeah.
man. I
They were
remember having to
chargeable.
change like my mom's car keys and stuff,
Yeah.
or like especially like older people that
Oh
you gotta
yeah.
take the key out, you gotta wedge it in between, bust it
Oh
open,
yeah.
and it has all the internals open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even an easy process changing the.
They make
I
it
mean,
that
it
way on
is an easy
purpose.
process, but it's like it's a dumb process.
It is dumb, and I think that's because I remember one time I took a key in to change a battery.
And
That
then
was
you
like
crack
70.
the casing or
Yeah.
something, and
Yeah, I did that. So it was like $75 to replace the battery, and you can get those batteries, and they're not that expensive.
yeah.
But then I did it, cracked my case, and like, oh yeah, if you want to replace the housing around, it's like an extra $50. I'm like, damn, just to replace the battery on my key, so I can do this.
Yep,
And-
exactly. And the car doesn't work without it.
Yeah. And I ended up doing it because I had to. And They
Yeah.
knew that. They're like, well, what are you gonna do? Not
It's
have
one of
it?
those cases that we are talking about last time where technology kind of ruins the longevity of certain things.
Yeah.
We're talking about like washers and dryers. Like you talk
Oh,
to any
yeah.
washer dryer repairman, they'll tell you the washer dryers that they used to make back in our parents' days that you would last like 20, 30, 40 years
Yep.
aren't the same just because the technology internals are only built to last 2 to 4 years or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Smaller shelf life. I mean, and it makes sense if you think about it in the sense that if it doesn't last too long, you're gonna buy a new one.
Yeah, and it's so dumb that we have that saying where it's like they don't build them like they used to.
Yeah.
You're right?
They-
Because it's true.
It's true, and it's a weird, unfortunate fact. That
Like I think my parents ran their washer till like all my childhood. They had the same washer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I know some people who have like appliances that were older that were still. I don't know if it came with the unit or something that they had. I mean, I'm talking like places that have been like 30 plus, and they ran it for a long time.
Dude, my grandma had the
Ovens.
R2D2 vacuum
Yeah.
for like 50 years. Not even gonna lie. Like I
It's
guarantee you,
crazy.
a lot of her strength that she like maintained. She's 99 now. A lot of her strength comes from because she vacuums every day. She carries that heavy thing and drags that heavy thing.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Strength training, just some push
Yeah,
there.
from that
There's
big
some
ass
pull.
R2D2.
She got push
and it
pull.
went forever. I think like it just broke down like a few years ago. And my dad
That's
had the
awesome.
hardest time
Yeah.
finding the
Their
replacement.
replacement.
Yeah.
I think that's the other thing too is that so some of the stuff you can get it's like wow, this works so great, and that's how they get you because it works good like initially, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. Like I got a vacuum, like one of the lightweight ones. It's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, those Dyson sticks
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
And it's cool, but then like eventually the suction doesn't, the suction goes out. It's not as great, and I'm just like, man, this sucks. I just spent money on this for nothing. That's what it feels like. And then they're like, well, you can replace it if you just like jump through 10 like big hoops and answer the riddle for the Sphinx and just like, so they just make it also hard for you to like do something about it. But
Yeah, I remember we warranted like a Kenmore vacuum we had or something. Dude, it took like 2 years or something.
stupid.
And then they just randomly sent it. Like we just
Oh, really?
found the box. Yeah, they made me like cut the electric cable to show them that like we weren't gonna resell it or use it. Yeah, and take a picture and everything.
What?
Yeah, of the old one. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
No way.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. And then I totally forgot about it. Then like I feel
No
like a
way.
year later or something, we just got a box. Yeah, and it's a brand new vacuum. It's like, oh, well, I already bought a
Bought a
new
new
one.
one?
Yeah,
is
my
crazy.
parents actually got. Yeah.
They made you cut the cable. We don't trust you. Cut that cable. Make sure you can't use it.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was refunded me. Like to be honest.
Yeah, I would rather
That
refund.
suction was like over 9,000, man. Like you know how the Dyson you can kind of like control
Yeah.
like the suction.
Yeah.
Dude, this one was on max suction like the whole time,
No,
man. Like I
no
felt
way.
like yeah, it was just gripping to yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's a little
granted, like
crazy.
it felt like everything was real clean. But,
Yeah, pros and cons to that situation.
yeah. Well, anyways, what a random topic about
Yeah.
babies and
Babies and vacuums and appliances. Oh my.
and batteries and,
And
stuff.
batteries.
Yeah. Anyways, Gino is back from LA.
I got back.
I leave for Vegas in a few days.
What a guy.
So, so
In and
the
out.
videos will be sporadic again, but we'll try to get in a couple workouts before then.
Yeah, we'll try to make it work.
Yeah, I got a crap ton of work to do too before we go. But
Ugh.
anyways, pre-workouts kicking in. Let's go,
All right, let's ride.
baby.
Bye.
Okay. Kami just went down for her nap. And yeah, we are just talking about the fight last night.
Oh, fun
The
night.
Garcia fight last night.
Yeah,
I thought that was gonna be
Haney. I thought Garcia was gonna
Horrible.
lose.
Yeah.
To be real, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people doubted. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it went viral, like him weighing 3 pounds over, and
Yeah.
then chugging a beer, just acting like you don't give a fuck.
So like, I mean, I was like, oh, is that? I don't know. I mean, so I don't know if you watched his press thing. So after
I didn't watch
the
it.
press fight, he was talking about how he's like, it's physically impossible for me to get down to 140. I can't get down there. I'm not gonna, because they asked him if he was gonna fight Tank again, and the only person to give him a now, because he was undefeated until he fought Tank, and then he's like, no, we'll fight at 140.
I watched the Tank fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
It's
manager.
funny. We're in Vegas. My brother, he wanted to put money on the fight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just throw 100, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, easy, just throw 100 on Tank and done.
Boom.
But I only win 50, but it was like, whatever. My brother took the under and went with
did he?
Ryan, and I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
I think it was like 100, and then you get like 200 or whatever. You double
Yeah.
your money kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, whatever, easy $50.
That's only $50.
Yeah.
That's dinner.
That was a dumb match.
Yeah, that was. But I was gonna say, yeah, he was just saying that he couldn't get down to 140, but I'm like, I don't know what he did to cut weight and stuff like that, so I don't want to make like I know his situation, but I mean, he was so dominant, and some people are like, it's that extra 3 pounds, which to be fair, could have been.
It could be. Like,
And
people don't realize, like, unless they've done it, and even for me, like, for wrestling, like, the most I've, like, 3 pounds is a lot, man.
Yeah.
3 pounds is a lot.
yeah,
Like, I remember some matches, like, you just be, like, 2 pounds overweight. I remember seeing people shaving their head.
yeah,
Yeah.
do anything.
I
to
remember
drop
throwing
weight.
on the sauna suit,
Yeah.
running miles around the track, and then after running miles around the track, you jump in the car, turn on the heater,
Yeah.
sweat it all out, spitting in a bottle.
Yeah.
Man, every pound of sweat,
Yeah.
dude, it's
Everything you can.
It's
So
a lot.
it's like I don't want to trash talk that. I think the thing though is it's like, I mean, I can see why they wouldn't let him take the belt if he wasn't making weight. And so he said Haney said he would run it back and do it again, but he just wants to, I feel like it would make sense though if Garcia made weight, but I think Garcia's like, no, I'm done with that.
And that was a big talk and big conversation. Like, I remember a few years ago where they're talking about fighters cutting weight versus fighting at their true weight.
Right.
Just because there's only like a certain amount you can cut before your performance starts dwindling.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point where you hit diminishing returns. It's not always like if I weigh 150
Yeah.
and fight in 135, that would be guaranteed bigger, stronger, and
Right.
faster.
No, eventually it's gonna catch up to
Yeah,
you.
because once you get to that certain point, like maybe 150 to 140, and then your performance maybe goes down 10%, but that 140 down to 135
Yeah.
could make your performance go down 20-30%.
Oh, yeah.
And then you ask yourself, is it worth it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be a point where, you're sacrificing somewhere if you're
always.
driving that way. And I think it makes sense why, people will take that risk. But I think at a point, I also would love to see people fight in their true weight.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool to see. 'Cause
And I think there's a lot of people that do. Like, I don't like follow UFC or boxing as much as I used to.
Same.
But there is some fighters that fight at their true weight.
Yeah,
And like
what they're
dominate at
walking
their
around
true
on.
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I think
Yeah.
there's an advantage to that too because they're not. I think they probably get a little bit more time instead of focusing on the weight cut and to be just focusing on the skill set.
'Cause was it weigh-ins are a day before the
Day
fight?
before the fight,
Yeah, and then you have like only one day to rehydrate, eat,
recoup, get some
balloon the
calories
fuck
back.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you probably also don't feel good if
No.
you do it the wrong
yeah,
way.
it's like dieting and then binging.
yeah, you're not gonna have
you
a
feel
good
like
time.
shit. Yeah.
No, so I mean that is also a big disadvantage too. So yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but props to Ryan, man. Holy
Ryan
shit.
Garcia was
Not-
an animal out there, dude. I was
After I
watching
saw
him.
the first round, I was like, okay.
Yeah, he came
And then
out.
he started coasting, and I was like, oh, please don't make this a boring fight.
Yeah,
You know, and then he caught him, and I don't know why Ryan always, he's known for his left.
Yep,
Like,
he's got a left.
and he hit him with that every single
Yeah.
time. I don't like.
To me though, I think I was
did he
like,
not take the fight seriously? Was his camp bad? Like, you know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I honestly think that
Like,
I-
how do you not train for that?
yeah, I think you should have.
I
And
think it- oh.
possibly. Oh, sorry. What I was
No?
gonna say is that maybe and this was just my only thought, was he was thinking, he was trying to play like maybe a couple chess moves where he's like, okay, well, Ryan knows that, or he knows, Ryan knows that he knows that Ryan uses the left, so he's like, okay, well, maybe Ryan's gonna change it up and come with the right. I don't know. That's
No,
what I was
I don't
thinking.
think. I don't think so. I think I don't know. I feel like one like, and I don't really follow Haney like that either. But I think it was like maybe he didn't take the camp like as serious as possible, just because of Ryan's antics and stuff prior to that. And
makes a lot of
two,
sense.
I think Ryan was just a lot faster than he thought he was gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think like
dude was fast.
yeah, like it's one thing to train, with fast people and
Yeah.
train speed, but it's another thing to step in the ring, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I doubt he had anyone that he was training with that was
That fast.
as fast as Ryan, because that's what
Yeah.
Ryan's known for, you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Some
And you saw
speed.
even like the second knockdown, like he just couldn't keep up. He was backpedaling to the ropes, and then eventually he got a left. Like
Yeah. I think he
Yeah.
got overwhelmed. I honestly think he just got swarmed, and then it was just like, oh, that's too much. And then Ryan
yeah.
just,
It was weird because after the first round, it looked like he was like a little shaky.
Yeah.
And then he got into his rhythm, and it looked like, oh yeah, he was just gonna beat him by decision, right?
yep.
Yeah, and then nope,
Yeah.
nope. Next thing you know, I look up and he's down the ground again. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Dude, he was getting it. And
Dude,
then,
even that other left that stumbled him into the ropes.
oh, yep.
Like there should have been so much more knockdowns.
Yeah.
He's just good at falling forward.
Yeah.
Like really, his legs
Like,
were all
whoop,
like,
whoop.
and he was just hanging, man.
Jelly.
Yeah, and then
He's
the ref,
dancing.
the ref was kind of,
Yeah.
questionable calls.
So I think people are saying,
Questionable
yeah,
calls.
that the ref should have called more.
It didn't. At the end
yeah.
of the day, it didn't matter though.
It didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
I was trying to look. I was trying to remember what the scorecard was, but it was so like, yeah, that was
Yeah.
unanimous. That
Yeah.
was
The only guy really I'm following right now is Inoue.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, Inoue's monster for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched.
But his fights are just so fucking
Yeah.
early, man. Like I think our time it's like 4 a.m. or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
I
when
tried
I'm
to
going to
catch the
bed.
last one, and I was like, okay, it starts around. I thought I was like, okay, 2 a.m. I can do that.
Sure.
No, the main card started. The main
Oh.
the main card started at 2 a.m. I was like, oh no, fuck that. I'm
Jeez.
not staying up to like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, no, because that's what you have to do.
Yeah, and a lot of people are complaining that he doesn't fight in the U.S. And it's
Yeah.
like you're gonna fight, 5 million in the U.S. or 10 million in Japan.
Oh, absolutely. All
You
day
know?
Japan. Yeah. There's another thing too. Is they're talking about like the purse differences for certain places, and like I know that's where a lot of people are pointing at the UFC, and they're like, you're
That's
not
why
making
a lot of
money.
Dubai
here.
fights are going on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of money going out over there,
huge money,
and I know. So
and they can beat the Vegas purses.
oh, absolutely. So some people are saying like, as much as they like, I don't know how you feel about Jake Paul. So I know a lot of people are not a fan of him. I can't say I like him on a personal level, but some people are saying is that his antics have brought a little bit more spotlight back to boxing.
Oh,
and the same
100%.
thing with the UFC fighters kind of doing the cross, platform, transitioning
Yeah.
over into sport. Kind of
Like
yeah.
was it Francis?
Francis Ngannou, I mean, even Conor McGregor with his show
I think
thing.
his one purse was bigger than his entire UFC earnings.
He
or
was saying
something.
that. Yeah, he's the fight
Yeah,
he just had
stupid.
with what's his name?
Yeah, the one he lost. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't remember who, but
guys.
and that's been known for a
Spacing.
while that UFC pays shit.
Yeah,
That's why I never even when I was younger and UFC was up and coming. I was like, why would I fight that? They didn't get paid
Yeah.
200K just to get my head beaten.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
yeah, it's pretty nuts. When they did a breakdown though, the people
And even
who
as
won,
UFC came up, they never
Yeah.
increased it.
no,
I mean, they did, but you know what I mean. Not
It-
to the point where it's like
yeah.
boxing.
I don't remember who I was following, but they were talking about they were showing someone who won a fight. He was doing okay, but he was maybe like not someone who is as exciting. He was just kind of like one of the people because there's some people that you follow. Like there's the big names, the big headlines,
Yeah.
and then there's other people fighting that are still trying to fight for that position, the attention, the seat. And I think that they broke down over after you pay out your camp, you pay out your coaches, all of this, like the amount of money that you're like getting is really just not even close to anything what people, because people expect if you are, standing in front of a camera in Vegas, you're, in a pay-per-view situation, you're going to get coin. But someone broke it down, and I just remember thinking, oh, wow. And they're like, yeah, you gotta love the sport because
Yeah.
it's not gonna pay you well
Yeah, and that's why these
unless you're like, you know,
yeah, unless you're the main card.
yeah, you got
Or the
a
title,
name.
you know, the main fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the main bout or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. And I think that's why other industries are coming up now. You know, you got the boxing,
Yeah.
you know, the crossover.
Yeah,
I mean, boxing's always paid.
way better.
Always paid, you know what I mean?
And it's crazy. I mean, like of the two, I think probably I guess I would rather box if I had to pick one. I wouldn't want to do either. I want to get my ass kicked for a living.
And that's why places like One is popping up, PFL,
Yeah.
all those other organizations and stuff. What I like is I like the their Muay Thai segment. You ever watch that?
No.
Yeah, so they have like a Muay Thai. I don't know. They have one where they do Muay Thai in the octagon and one where they do it in the ring. I'm not sure what exactly is the difference,
Oh.
but it's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like kickboxing, but to the next level.
Muay Thai is wild.
Yeah, and then you have the knees, you got the elbows,
Yeah.
you got the clinch, you got everything
Oh,
except
man.
boring ground and pound.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
everyone can admit that watches UFC, unless you have like a background in wrestling or grappling,
Yeah.
that shit's boring.
Because to me,
Anyone
it's just
that
like,
says-
yeah, it's the clinch, more or less. It's their clinch. They're taking time to get position, catch their breath, you know.
Yeah, and if you're ahead, you're gonna do a GSP.
Yep.
You know, like GSP, I respect him. I think he's one of the best wrestlers. You know, as far as MMA goes and everything. And I think he holds like records for like most title fights, most title wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his fights were boring as shit.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me GSP's fights were exciting.
He wasn't a showman. He was doing it. He just,
No, you
you
get
know.
it. He did smart though.
Yeah.
Don't take as much punishment to the head.
Yep.
You know,
And
because
he got
that shit
out.
is what's gonna mess you up in the
Oh,
long
yeah.
run.
He got out early too, because I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, why is he retiring?" And then now I'm like, "Yeah,
That's
probably."
smart, and he looks healthy too. Like his
Yeah.
random fitness shit, like
Pops
pops up
up.
on my TikTok and stuff.
He's still looking good.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's in
he's still
still
looking
top shape. But I heard like when he was training MMA and the UFC, all you do is wrestle with the Olympic team, the Canadian Olympic team.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That was his training. I mean,
that was a lot of his training. At least
Pretty
that's what I
smart.
read. But that's why his ground game was like second to none.
his ground game was insane.
Yeah.
But he also, you know what I mean? Like he was so rounded where I think that like depending on who he fought, he was so smart. Like I remember he fought Josh Koscheck, which was,
Oh, Josh, gosh.
you know, a lot of people. It's so funny. A lot of people hated Josh Koscheck, but he
I
was
liked
one.
him.
I liked him because he kind of had just enough cocky, just enough funny.
He was like the Diaz before the
Yeah.
Diaz brothers came
Yeah, yeah,
up.
yeah.
I mean, not like to that extent, but
Yeah.
it was pretty close.
He had like kind of that more like
I
it
don't
was
give
like
a fuck.
yeah, but like not I don't know, the antics weren't as like over the top, but he was just, you know, you needed someone like that to mix in the flavor. He made
Yeah.
it fun.
And it was fun when he was on like Ultimate Fighter. You
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
When he was
Yeah.
a coach against
Yeah.
GSP, because it's like he would do
Oh,
like
was he?
yeah,
Oh,
they
okay,
coached
okay.
against each other, and then they had like I don't know, Josh Koscheck would play like little pranks on GSP and just be like super like kind of like silly, and it was like, oh, you know, like damn it, Josh, but it wasn't like anything like over the
Yeah.
top, crossing the line.
Yeah, like Rampage turned down a door.
Yeah, okay, because that was ridiculous.
That
I
was
remember
staged.
that was so
100%.
staged. I'm like,
100% staged. He's not tearing a door like
Yeah,
that.
he's not.
No, not a real door.
Not a real one. That was funny. I was like,
Yeah.
they can't let us. They're not expecting us to think that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I remember watching GSP in one of his last fights because they had a trilogy fight, and I just remember GSP was coming in strong with the strikes because I was like, oh, he knows, you know, Koscheck was a great wrestler and he's a good wrestler. I'm not saying that he could have beat, you know, GSP in wrestling, but I think that he
I
was
doubt
smart.
it.
You know, I think it was smart though to like hit him with a, you know, just like
Yeah, his
keep
whole
him out of
camp
bay.
was probably
Boom. Point up.
because
Point
they
up.
expected him to take him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it went down, you know, he already had the skills there for it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really feel like that was kind of towards the end of my like, not GSP specifically, but in that era is when I kind of started to slowly taper off from it, from UFC. It was fun, but then it just got, you know, it's got ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember like the first UFC tapes. I remember seeing it back in like high school,
Oh.
where they did you see those ones where there wasn't weight classes,
That
ball
was
smashing was like a thing.
insane.
Like you could, I remember watching a
Ball
clip of someone just
smash.
getting hammer fisted in the nuts, man. Like
Oh, there was some stuff too that was just in
back when the Gracies would dominate.
Oh, yeah,
because no one understood jujitsu.
Yeah, nobody did, but just some of the stuff that was happening on the ground, some of the head strikes, or like people were like dropping some crazy stuff, and I
You know,
think
you could kick a down fighter.
yeah, I was
in
like,
the head.
oh, that's not kosher, that's not cool.
How was that Holloway fight though?
Ooh,
So Holloway, honestly, like I don't follow him. Like
Yeah.
I didn't follow his fights as soon as he started like kind of losing, just because it's like
Yeah.
nobody wants to see that. It kind of felt like BJ
Oh,
towards the end of his career, how he would
oh.
fight, lose, fight, lose, fight, lose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like okay, maybe
like,
it's time
it's
to hang it
time
up.
to- yeah,
and it
yeah.
felt like he was getting to that point
Yeah,
where it was like okay, maybe it's it's time to hang it up
Slow
kind of
down,
thing. And
yeah.
then dude, he comes out with that show, like
what a serious show.
what the
Yeah,
fuck, man.
I think too is just
I was at my brother's wedding that day. I was pissed.
Oh, were you?
I was like, damn.
So-
but not like I would have watched it anyways, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like,
I was at I had an engagement party that day, and then that night a bunch of people went to a bar after to watch the fights, and so it worked out perfectly.
Oh, it
Got
must
to
have been
see
crazy.
that. It was going off. I bet it would have been cooler to see it here, but like everybody, like just like that. Oh, that hit! I feel like it was the punch heard around the world because lights went out and he was just done and just.
dude, that's a
man.
fight that people are gonna remember for
Yeah.
decades from now.
That's
to
a
be
highlight
honest,
reel.
like you're
That's-
not gonna. Like no, you're never gonna find someone up in the cards
Nope.
calling someone to the center of the ring with was it 15 seconds left?
Yeah, and then got it in the
Just
last
slug
2
it.
seconds.
Yeah, like last second. I
Yeah,
think,
it was the last second to
and
get
knocked
that
him
nice
out. Yeah,
boom.
within the last
Cold.
couple seconds, out
Cold, yeah.
cold. A guy that's supposed to outstrike you. Like,
Yep, that's right.
Against all odds.
Oh man.
Because let's be real, everyone hates it when they see fighters coast because they're up in the cards.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah,
Like when they,
that's not fun to watch.
if they're up in the cards, they just lay on them for the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's GSP shit.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah, that's just people trying to get a win. This dude put on a show.
But that
He put
was
on a show.
crazy.
And that was, oh man, I was stoked on that.
Yeah.
That was action. He just like, let's go. That's his thing though, and I
Yeah.
love that. And he's just like, let's just slug it out.
Yeah, so for those guys who don't know, Max is also from Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys probably know that. But yeah, he lives on like the west side of Hawaii.
Yeah.
The west side is kind of more known as like
Rougher area.
Yeah, the rougher areas. It's a lot more gentrified than it was like back in the
Yeah.
day. And I don't think you'd ever consider it like ghetto, like
Yeah.
not like the New York ghettos are
Yeah, it's a
in
definitely
LA or anything.
yeah.
But it's known as more of like a rough area, rough neighborhood,
Yeah.
cheaper houses. And honestly, unless you stay in that area, it's kind of like the worst place or the hardest place to get around if you live in Hawaii.
It is
Just
because
because traffic
yeah,
is just
the
so bad.
the infrastructure for there it's just kind of one of those one way in, one way out roads, and it's such a long road in.
So I
and-
think
yeah.
Hawaii has the worst traffic per distance and time. And we
Yeah.
beat out LA in that fact.
Do we?
Like
Oh.
LA's traffic is ultimately worse.
Yeah.
But just because of how close the distance is versus
Yeah.
how slow you're going.
Oh, right,
It's
right.
literally like a moving parking lot. So anytime heading west during rush hour pretty much after 3 p.m.,
Yep, and
like you're stuck in at least an hour traffic.
there's construction. I mean, I think that's a lot of states where there's construction going on all the time, but there's there's not a lot of roads. So when construction happens or something is going on, like you don't got a lot of options. And our
Yeah.
highways are not LA-sized highways.
Nope.
So I think
Nope,
that's
you're
another
looking
thing.
at like the 4.
And it doesn't last that long. You have a 4-lane highway for I don't know, like a mile or less, and then you're going back to like a 3 or
one
2
road.
lane.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so,
And that's why like Waianae is a little bit cheaper. So yeah, that's just how it goes.
because you're fighting
And-
traffic.
Yeah, it's a lot. But Waianae is actually beautiful, man.
Super
Like if you
beautiful.
go out there, like you'll be surprised. Like they have a beautiful beach. Like that one road that goes around
Oh,
like
yeah.
alongside the beach is beautiful.
Some beautiful stuff out there. There's a place called Canna Point.
Or even like
some famous beaches, Yokes.
Pray for Sex Beach.
Pray for
Have you been there?
Sex. Yeah.
Dude, that's a sick beach.
It's a great beach.
Like if you guys can find it, it's a hidden gem in Hawaii. Not a lot of tourist people know about it.
Yeah.
But if you look up Pray for Sex Beach, It's a fucking drive.
It's a
But
yeah.
like it's beautiful. Like
Yeah.
it's a super like you have to kind of like walk in
Yeah,
there and stuff.
you gotta
But
walk for
oh
it.
my god, you have the whole
But it's
beach
worth
to
it.
yourself.
It's worth it to
so
walk
pretty.
to it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
used to. So when I was younger, I used to paddle, and we would do regattas around the island. And whenever we get on the west side, I loved it because the beaches there were just,
Yeah.
beautiful west side beaches. One of the things I
Yeah.
love the most.
But yeah, things are changing, man. It's getting super gentrified down there. It's not gonna be
It's
like the
not.
Waianae was for a while.
No. But I think the sad thing too is that means everything's gonna get expensive no matter
Oh,
where
yeah.
you are.
Yeah, everything's getting pushed out.
Yep.
Yep, they're gonna find a way to decrease traffic. It definitely was not the rail.
It wasn't the rail.
Which is-
Surprise,
yeah,
surprise.
let's not even get on that, man.
Wasn't the rail.
Let's not get in on that.
Yeah. No. We could spend too long talking about that.
Bruh, that could be like the whole episode. This
Absolutely,
stupid ass rail,
just
bro.
us complaining about the rail.
Okay. Anyways, let's go warm up.
All right. Guarantee though, people would punch each other at some point because the Korean people
American
are
Physical 100.
yeah, it's gonna turn into
Especially in that-
UFC
the
100.
maze line.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna turn into UFC 100.
Like guillotine.
yeah,
Like you're naked as a go to sleep.
Go to sleep. You ain't getting that.
There's just like bodies lying. They're gonna be
It's just gonna turn into UFC 100.
So, this is a very long video.
Oh.
This is pretty much what me and Gino talk about.
Welcome
it's just
to our
we don't,
life.
We don't film it. We were talking like for another like half an hour prior to this as well.
Oops.
But it's just it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we're on Physical 100 topic. Gino's still not caught up, but he's on the last episode.
I'm on the last episode. Yeah, I made the.
At least.
To be fair, I went hard in the paint on Demon Slayer, and
Oh, what? Are you caught up already?
I am in the district, like their red light district. now.
Damn, you're far, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I jumped in. I watching.
So you're in the Tengen.
Yeah,
Tengen.
the Tengen arc.
Oh.
Watching. I don't know where I went. I think I was on the plane watching.
You gonna help me with one of these dumbbells?
Well, oh yeah.
Let me grab one of these.
I was on the plane watching the Mugen Train, and I was so upset. I was like, no. They're not gonna do my boy Rengoku like that. They're not gonna do my boy Rengoku like that. And then that's when I met Akaza.
I mean, a little spoilers, but
Oh, sorry, yeah.
but that shit's old. Like
Yeah.
honestly, Mugen Train. If you didn't watch it, you guys should have.
Mugen Train spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I didn't
but-
watch it.
Akaza's badass though, right?
He was pretty fire.
Akaza's badass.
Except for I hate him.
Like I did love his like entrance music, dude.
Yeah, no, he was pretty. Yeah, that dude's a hammer. That dude is a hammer.
Okay, so hundreds. I think last time hit it for 8. I'm just really watching, like my left forearm's been acting up. So hopefully my grip is good, but
Right, let's go. Let's get it. 1. Let's go. Oh. Hey, right there. Oh, he's going for 9. Yeah. Let's go. That.
oh, thank you.
Woo!
Yeah, we're only gonna count 9 though. That 10th definitely wasn't coming up. But
Grab my wrap.
still a PR.
That's a PR.
For 8.
Yeah.
I think the last time, if I'm just being honest, the reps were a little bit slower on the. I think I paused a little at the bottom. Like guillotine press, you don't have to pause whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I like to do a slight pause just so I'm not bouncing it.
Yeah.
Just because my range of motion, it usually touches my
Right,
chest
right.
and it's easy to bounce. But fuck it, I'll take it.
Take it. I'm gonna go with the 90s today. I think I did like 250 last time, but just go down a little bit. I don't want to outdo him, so.
Yeah, I never rewatched Mugen Train.
That was pretty fire.
Kind of sad though.
It
So
was.
it's kind of hard watching.
So
that.
I thought that I feel like his character. So again, spoiler alert. Mugen Train if you haven't seen it, which I hope you did.
Yeah, Mugen Train's a couple years old already.
Don't be a me. I thought he was like Rengoku was like very All Might energy. That's why I thought they were gonna like bring him in to be the new kind of mentor.
Yeah.
And then
Just the ultimate likable guy.
Yeah,
100% positivity.
Super positive.
100% of the time. And then you hear his backstory, and it's
you're like, oh.
oh. Then you see him, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah. Then you feel even more bad for him because
Yeah.
it's like.
Then I was like, damn. They
He
didn't
has
have to.
this typical shitty upbringing.
Yeah. His dad and like.
Yeah. Dad issues. Family
Oh, especially
issues.
when it's like, oh, you saved me before. He's like, oh, that was my dad, and he was super cool about it. But he's like, yeah, my dad was a jerk. He didn't say anything. He was a good guy. Didn't deserve that. But he went out like a champ. He went out like a true champ.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a good fight.
All right,
How many reps?
I'm gonna aim for 6, which is I think really ambitious for me. I mean, realistically, I think I got 4 or 5 last time. I gotta check
Go
the
for
app.
it, dude.
But I'm trying to press over. I don't got my sleeve on today again. I left it in my office like a dumb. But yeah, let's get it.
Let's go. Nice, just like that. Come on, you got it. Lightweight. Good. Just like that. Keep going. Come on, some more. Good, keep going. Come on, 2 more. Good, some more. Come on, you got this. Keep going. Up. Come on, go again. Come on. Bring it up. Push it up. Last one. Oh, nope.
My bad.
No, it's all good, dude. Stuff,
Thank you, sir.
Woo.
Yeah.
Here, I got it.
Teamwork.
PRs all around.
Yep. Felt good.
Oh my gosh, just pumped as fuck.
Yeah. Feeling.
Also, just
Feeling
speaking of anime in general, putting together the next mezzo. It's not done yet, but I need to get it done by. I want to get it done before I leave for Vegas because, then I don't got to worry about any of that. But we're calling it the Toji Mezzo. This one's gonna be a lot of shoulders, a lot of back. Be fucking taper.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yep. So I'm still kind of figuring it out, balancing everything out, finding ways just to push it
Let's do it.
without going over on the fatigue. But
Yeah.
definitely going to be adding more volume. Yeah.
Have a nice transition, especially, I love the shoulder work, and I think that of all the things that I feel like with regarding to strength, I think that's where I want to see some more. Just because even with what we've done, I feel like I've definitely added in the movements. I think have been helpful, but so adding some more of that, really think is gonna help to kind of push
I
it
think I'm
over.
gonna up the volume in shoulders, make it maybe hit it more like 3-4 days a week kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
And shoulders is one of those muscles where it's like, especially side delts,
Yeah.
it's small enough where they recover fast enough.
yeah.
Like back when I was in New York, I was at a point where I was spamming lateral raises like 6 days a week. No, not 6, maybe like 5 days a week.
No way.
Yeah. But I was just real like, but it's just one of those muscles that you can just spam, And
Yeah.
also, it's one of the hardest growing muscles for naturals.
Yeah.
That's one thing you're never gonna get is big cap 3D delts
Right.
naturally, unless
Yeah.
you got the genetics for them.
Right.
Which,
I don't think that's necessarily going to be in my cards, but I definitely want to add some of that on there.
yep.
So
Yep. So delts and back, get that
let's
V
do it.
taper.
Ooh. Get that
Toji.
Toji back.
Yeah, and I just finished Jujutsu too.
Did you?
Yep.
That's on my next.
It was sick. Alright, so second working set for this. I don't think we're going to show all of them just because it's going to take too long, but
Yeah.
because it's ascension phase, got the last one to failure. Honestly, with the hundreds, probably like 5 or 6 maybe.
You want me to grab one, hand it over? You got it.
I got it. Okay.
There we go. Oh, you, let's go.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I was hitting the stupid pole. I was like clipping it. Yeah. Lucky thing I wasn't really bumping it, but
Yeah.
it was just a little annoying. Okay. Not bad.
Whew. I'll try to get 5 out of it, but I'll keep pushing some more.
Yeah.
See what I can do.
Yeah, as much hate as CrossFit gets, CrossFitters kill in physical 100.
That is legit exactly the same thing Shan said. She's like,
Yeah.
they get a lot of heat, but I feel like,
That's pretty much what they do, cardio and weights.
yeah, the demographic for the finalists, that was
Cardio
a
and
huge.
weights. I think the wrestler would have made it further.
Dude, he had so much heart. He was so like,
If the challenge he lost at,
yeah.
if that went by body weight,
Oh yeah, he would have smoked. So that was, I think
mean,
that
not
was,
necessarily smoked, but it would have been at least more fair.
I feel like he would have done well.
But like weight wise, he must have been at least like, what, 30, 40 pounds
Absolutely.
lighter than the guys?
Yeah. So he was losing out. He had a,
Especially like the rugby guy.
oh yeah,
That guy's huge. He's heavy, guarantee.
absolutely.
And all rugby guys are bottom heavy too, so you can't even see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the times where I thought that, oh, maybe they should just made it,
Body weight, yeah.
because it's not strong man, it's physical 100.
Right.
It should be pound for pound who's the strongest
Right.
or, who can compete.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's where I felt like it was a little off. And yeah, they just need to make a women's one or separate
Yeah,
one.
because I feel like it's just not
It's not worth
fair.
their time.
Yeah.
There you go, come on. Good. Good, keep going, come on. There you go, come on. Come on, some more. Good, keep going, some more. Bring it up. Come on. Last one. Come on, last one. Bring it up, push. Yeah.
Whew.
Damn, dude.
My bad if I spit in your face.
Oh, my bad.
No.
No, you're good. You got it.
Yeah. Whew.
That's a good PR because you're only hoping for 6 in the first set.
Yeah. So
You got 2 sets.
I did.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Size Yujido raises. Definitely gonna be. Definitely doing a lot of raises in the next mezzo for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because they're low stimulus to fatigue. Meaning you can do a lot of them.
Yeah.
So last time I hit 12. Go for 13.
Yeah. Almost there. There we go. Come on. Go. Knocking on the door. Knocking on the door. That's right. Ooh, we're not done. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
That was good.
That's the one thing about this exercise. You can't really grind it out.
Yeah. There we go. That was a good set.
But yeah, something else we're talking about, going back to physical 100, is I would love to see, and it's never ever going to happen, but a drug tested version.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people aren't going to get away with it anyways,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
I'll find
But,
it.
and it's never going to happen because of people like, I feel like Thanos, people like Thanos,
It makes it fun to
like
watch.
Min Kim or whatever from season 1, the
Oh, yeah,
bodybuilder
yeah, yeah.
people, they make the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or they don't make it, they promote it hard.
They're like the physique that they put on.
Anyone that knows how the challenges go knows they're not going to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people want to see
these big
what they can
dudes,
actually do. Yeah. People are like, holy fuck, that's a lot of muscle.
But can you do anything with it?
Exactly.
Did you hear about the guy who's gonna promote like a PED Olympics? Like he's like that's his whole thing is he wants people on steroids to compete in the Olympics.
The thing is, I don't know. I don't know how true it is, but a lot of people already are.
Yeah, I hear things.
Like, yeah, I don't know. PEDs is a weird thing. Because it's like, I see a lot of people where they've taken it before. And yes, they're not as big as they were before, but they still maintain a lot of what they did gain.
Yeah.
And the question is like, how much do you maintain from it, from just taking it once? You know?
Right.
And like, that's something like I have like no idea. Or are these guys fucking liars and they're not taking it anymore? They just lowered their dose.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. The whole thing just makes my head hurt. Like all the natty or knots and stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, there you go. Keep going. Push it out. Come on, go. Nice. Come on. Get it. Up. There you go.
Whoo!
There you go. Horrible form on the last
That was.
two, but hey, you got it up. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Fuck it.
Struggling on the last two.
No, yeah, that's not. It's
I'm not gonna count those.
it's hard grinding out reps on this thing.
I was like, maybe if I ignore it, I'm just gonna like pretend like it's not
Because the hardest part is from here to here, not from here to here,
No,
like a lot of other lifts.
Yeah.
Like the hardest part is toward the end, the lockout. Yeah, so when you're stuck in this area, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, so struggle those last two. I won't count them, but it's pretty stoked on that. Pretty stoked on it. Whew.
But yeah, I don't know.
So, like, if I were to see crazy.
Okay, battery didn't die yet.
Oh,
Just
shoot.
have to check.
Yeah. If I were to see crazy people in like a PED Olympics, I think I would watch, but I don't know what it would actually.
And then even like with the whole
amount
CrossFit
to.
thing, like I don't watch CrossFit at all,
Oh, the CrossFit
but
Games
I've
now.
seen like the athletes and stuff, and a lot of their women clearly on PEDs.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys
Yeah.
probably on PEDs. Actually, some of them guaranteed. Like some of them, you look at them, they look like bodybuilders.
But I think there's a lot of people there who are like, no, this is just what happens when you do CrossFit. And I'm like, is it? Is it? So sorry if there's some CrossFitters in here.
Probably wouldn't be if they're watching.
That's not us.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But for something like Physical 100, I don't know. They're getting like,
I think when
They're
that
showing the
starts
proof,
taking
yeah.
off, I would like to see. I mean, like, because I think that when it gets down to, I think people like Amadi or even the rest of their, who aren't using it necessarily to bodybuild, but using it to like, to push their endurance, other things, like
wait,
to
do you
train.
think Amadi's natural?
There are times where I look at him and I think it's like, is it the lighting where I'm just like, dude, he
The
is
lighting everywhere
Yeah,
is,
it's
high-
meant. It's over the top lighting so that it casts the shadow so that you can see it. So I'm like, but he just looks so. I'm like, man, is he natty? Like, there was definitely a time or two I saw him like, I don't know, but I was like, but then again, he has a pump right now because he was just working out. But there's
He's
moments.
very dark and tan.
Yeah, I was like,
But then he's also tall too.
he's a taller dude.
Yeah, so I don't know. And what I was saying, Gino, is if I had to put money down, it would be no.
Yeah,
But if he came out and said he was all natural, then I would take him for his word.
sure.
To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't be like a hater and be like, this guy's
Yeah,
100% not natural, he's a liar,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I don't say that about anyone, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like, especially for him, it's not like no Michael Hearn thing.
Right.
Where it's like obvious. Yeah. It's like, no, bro, my test just increases as I get older.
Like,
Like you just
what?
find as you get older. Like, no, but
Michael
if
Hearn.
Amadi came out and was like, yo, I'm 100% natural, then. But also, we'd have to go through like his records.
Right.
Like to do a true nadir nut, you have to look year after year after year. Like this is where he started lifting. This is his genetics before he even touched the weights.
Right.
What did his physique look like prior to that?
Yeah.
What sports did he play growing up? These are all things you take into consideration.
Yeah.
What did he look like after his first couple years of lifting? Obviously those are his newbie gains. He's gonna make the best gains after that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where he kind of peaked after the newbie gains. What did he look like after that? What was his did he slowly grow, slowly but surely? Was he a bodybuilder prior to CrossFit?
Right.
All those things,
You gotta factor
Like
that
if
in.
you told me, like, oh yeah, he played sports growing up, he was very athletic, which probably is the case.
Sure.
He looks like an athletic
looks like it,
person.
yeah.
He's very tall. And you also told me he started off bodybuilding.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah, I can see that.
there's a good chance. There's a good chance. I'd say over 50% chance he's natural.
But
and if he's coming out and saying that he's natural too,
Yeah.
to make a statement.
I feel like he has the integrity to at least be upfront and say,
Yeah.
that. But
You would think so. I mean, Korea, I think, is a little bit different than
the question
America.
though is that like when you have someone like Thanos who clearly is it really like I mean, is it unfair? Because that there's clearly some people in there that are like, what is the line? I think that's just kind of ambiguous.
That's the
why.
thing that there is no line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
And if he did it natural, like fucking even
I think
more
even
power
more,
to
yeah,
him.
I'm gonna
Man.
say,
Even
that
more
is-
power to him, because you don't see a lot of natural people beating anyone not natural in any sports.
Yeah.
Any
I
sports.
mean, it's implied.
You can go to baseball too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire.
McGuire with
Like,
his huge ass biceps. Especially generationally, I'm really curious what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, and the upcoming generations, especially from social media, TikTok, Instagram.
Everything's so fast now. I mean, they're used to immediate gratification, immediate stimulation. I really wonder what that's going to look like physically, mentally, emotionally. Like,
Yeah, because
yeah.
it's only now the social media generation.
Yep.
Yep, so nobody knows.
There's no longitudinal studies that you can put on that. I mean, you can take other things like television and stuff like that and look at that, but there's nothing as fast as social media, because you are not just looking at it, you're consuming it in a way where you are in control of it, and it's just triggering. It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
definitely a lot. So I'm curious how people will kind of
Yeah,
eventually
and
develop.
that wasn't even a thing. Like TV and screen time was never a thing.
Not when we were
Like
growing
prior,
up, yeah.
not when we were growing up. Only
No.
now with kids and stuff. But I think it's one day say it's because of the changes of the shows.
Mhm.
Everything's real fast paced. Like if you look back at like Sesame Street and stuff back in the day, there wasn't a lot of cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
A
more.
little bit easy to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really, really different.
Yeah. So.
Because it's just like an attention capturing thing, though. It's like
Yeah.
we capture you, capture you, capture you. And so, but also when people are like, some people, when you doom scroll or whatever, when you're just continuously scrolling, though, you're also like, I'm stimulating myself based on the most, whatever is coming in. Like, big flash here, okay, I'm gonna watch for a second. Then, like, 5 seconds later, you change, and then boom, big flash, and just, it can be so eventually like someone her age was just like, unless it's a big thing, I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'll filter it out, or I won't have any interest in it. So if it's not instantly mine, not playing with it.
It's okay. Just walk.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it's just about, yeah, and that's the thing too. Like for us, like we want to find a balance where we're not. She understands technology
Yeah.
and isn't like scared of it, or
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you gotta embrace it, because I think it's another thing too. You can't, I think there's a lot of parents I know that are like, oh, I'm just gonna take everything away. I don't want them to learn about it. And tell them you don't want to, take away your kids a learning opportunity, because the world is moving towards a digital age even further,
Yeah.
and so you want to keep them at least updated on knowing what is happening with tech. It's part of life. They don't have to live on it, but they should know about it.
Yeah. No. 100%. Yeah. And yeah, I just don't want her being that kid that's glued to the iPad
Yeah.
24/7.
No.
You know.
Definitely is not. Don't need to be that.
All right. So last time I think I did 9. My lats are sore as fuck from. Sorry, Kami.
Yeah.
The last back workout, because I kind of changed things around.
Yeah, we move stuff around. I think it was last time is when we took out the Kelsos.
Yep. Yeah, we're just gonna stop at 10.
It's good. It's a good one. So I need 11.
Dude, my lats. I've been sore in a long time.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
I felt
Good
good.
set, good set. Speaking of lats, one of the things that I remember when I first started training lats is, like, I remember I used to see people walk around in high school with, like, invisible lat syndrome.
Yeah.
They used to walk around like that. I didn't understand, like, what were they trying to do? Like, I was like, why are their hands like that? And then it wasn't until I started weightlifting, people were like, oh yeah, they're like more or less pretending like they got these big
Lats,
lats.
yeah.
Because I was like, why are people walking? I was like, is this like a thing? Because I was like, oh, maybe it's like a fluke. Maybe someone like did something over there. Like,
Yeah, you
but I
still
saw-
see it at the gym.
Yeah, it's people walking around like that. I was like, what is happening? And then sometimes I'll see someone walking around and they're like, not to body shame, but I mean, they're not built like that, but they're like walking around just like, I'm like,
A lot of times, there's lots of like the older uncle guys, uncle-looking guys,
but why? I mean, I ain't judging their journey. That's their thing. You can walk however you want to walk.
and the
but
stringer and the
Yeah.
tan. Yeah.
I think that classic.
I mean,
yeah.
granted, they look good for their age,
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a look. Definitely a demographic for
but
that.
yeah, definitely getting a little small man syndrome a little bit. Small man syndrome vibes.
Yeah, that's really good.
There you go. There you go. Good. go. Come on, wrap it out. Wrap it out. Get it. Good, come on. Nice. Yeah.
Whew.
Was it like 15?
Something like that. I think it was 15.
Nice, dude. Gotta do it one more
Now
time.
I gotta do it again.
Do it again. Do it again. There you go. Keep going. There you go. Come on. Push it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, next exercise, lateral raises. Supposed to be Kelso shrugs, but want to target that medial delt.
Get it? Let's go.
Oh, that burned.
How much you get?
14, I think, or 13. Maybe 13 on one ugly.
One.
There you go. Okay, just wrap it out. Good. Just like that. Wrap it out, wrap it out. There you go. Keep going. Keep going.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. Last set. Myo rep. This B word on tricep extensions. Yep, triceps gonna be cramping later tonight, guarantee.
Feel all kind. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, first set.
Take a little rest.
Take a little rest. Oh, yep.
Feeling good?
Pumped AF.
That's right. There we go.
Probably one, maybe two more.
Yeah.
We'll see how much I get on this next one. Yeah, hopefully shoot for like 6 to 8 maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, we are cutting the rest times a little bit shorter. I'm not even timing it, I'm just kind of going by feel.
Yeah, filled out.
But,
Get through it. Let's go.
we'll just throw in one last one for fun. If I only get 3 or 4, but it's okay.
Get it.
Okay, yeah, I can't even grind it out anymore. All right,
There you go.
that's it.
All right.
Come on. Good, grind it out. There you go. Come on. Good. Pump it out, pump it out. There you go. Come on. Come on, keep going. you go. Rest a little bit.
Try it again.
And do it all over again.
Woo. You know, the thing is, it doesn't feel like it's going to be as bad. It's like, oh, it's 20, it's going to be easy. But then it just hits you. And you're like, oh.
Once you start hitting that wall.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything after the first set is hell.
Smacked into it. And it's like, okay. All right. Should I get off?
Yeah, rip it out. Rip it out. Good. Come on, keep going. Good, some more. Good, full extension on those elbows. Full extension. There you go.
Well, form was bad on that last one.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine, keep going, keep going.
I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Woo! Oh, yeah. My arms feel like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe. Feel it for yourself.
Come on, keep going. Let's go. Pump it out. Come on. There you go. One more. One more.
One more.
One more.
One more.
Last one. Last one.
It's like that. Woo, heck, it feels.
Yeah.
Oh, feels like a feeling. All right.
All right, last one. Pump it out as much as you can.
Here we go.
On everything you got. Good, keep going. There you go, some more. Yeah, keep going, come on. Come on, pump it, pump it, pump it.
Okay.
Good shit, dude. Good shit.
My arms are gonna fall off now.
Alright, yeah, long video.
Super long one.
Finish stretch, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.